do everything. Oh, we're gonna go live now.
Keep
So
talking. Keep
yeah,
talking.
No, I'm just gonna think it's it. Fifers arriving. Welcome to the Fifers TD991 podcast. I'm Rocky, that's Gilly, and that's Stumper. And it's episode, I think, 66. I think.
65.
65, almost to 66. And
he's
almost
trying.
there to 69. Anyways, we're going to talk about whatever the heck we want in episode 65. All right.
Keep going, Thumper.
Go ahead, Thumper.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
So it's funny how every time we start recording, it's always on something I'm talking about.
Dude, because in the pregame, you will fucking just start going on and on. I'm like, fuck this shit. We're going to fucking start recording now. Fuck this shit.
Right?
You know?
So yeah, talking about the AI and the augmented reality glasses and the different ones that they've got. So like Meta is doing the new Oakley ones. They just debuted them and they're pretty fucking cool. But there's a company out there. I can't remember the name now. I just sent it to Gilly the other day. But it does it uses sonar. So like if you're fishing on the bank of a lake or a river or whatever, it'll actually do fish finding for you. And then you can use it for sports and all kind of crazy shit like shooting. It'll do night vision, thermal. It's designed for sportsmen. Like you should be able to use it pretty much for anything.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up here. So we sent out two buys.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you through Facebook, didn't I?
Nope, through text message. So I got it here. Let me pull up Facebook. So I had sent my messenger. So here we go.
So like the Meta Ray-Bans, those are like $300. These Oakleys are $399, but they're going to be $499 for the special edition. But it's a 3K camera. Yep,
that's the U-Track right here.
Yep, that's the U-Track. That's the one
So that's the VR, huh?
No, this one is like it's AI. It's AI. Yeah, it actually does. It's got a huge smart engine in it, and it does like fish finding while you're fishing. So it's not VR at all. This is augmented reality and AI. So you can see everything around you, and it will also add to it for you.
Will you have X-ray vision like Superman?
Basically.
Yep, but then you make to where we can look at underneath what kind of girls ship they have, right? Especially nowadays with the lady boys, right?
That's where we went first off.
I mean, that would be the easiest way to check if a woman is truly a woman nowadays. You know,
you got a point there. You got a point there.
Because the old school way in Thailand, we had to do a package check, right?
Yep.
This way, they can't say, well, he touched me in my private areas. If we can just see right through that bullshit, okay, you're a woman. You're a real woman. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, like, as far as, like, the glasses and stuff, because there's so many different ones out there, like the MetaQuest, like the 3. They were supposed to be coming out with a 4, but it sounds like they're actually scrapping that idea and actually going to a different thing like the glasses, because then you can wear them. Because I was like, fuck, that would be really cool to have, like, while I'm driving. I wouldn't have to look down at my navigation down on the dashboard. I could have it doing it in my glasses while I'm driving. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Or you could take a video call or whatever, you know. Watch porn on it, fucking do whatever, surf Facebook. You know, there's tons of different things you can do with it. And so, like, I've been thinking about getting the MetaQuest 3 for gaming and stuff, but now I'm like, I don't know if I want to, because it sounds like they're gearing more towards like sunglasses, like wearable like that, where you can wear it all the time and you get a decent sized screen in front of you to watch a movie or whatever, because they actually can darken them. They can actually make it to where it darkens the lens, so that way less light comes through, so you're watching a movie or whatever, which would be kind of cool for flights and stuff. You know, if you're on an airplane and you want to watch a movie, but you don't want to have your phone or a tablet or in front of you, you know, you can literally kick back and have your glasses on and you don't have to worry about it. I think
Imagine
it'd be
all the
pretty cool.
subliminal messaging that would come through those kinds of things. Can you imagine how much that would be?
Yeah.
Like everyone switches to something like that, they can send the same message out when using all these different kinds of things and try to get people brainwashed.
Well, I remember
That's
back in
crazy.
the
I don't
day,
know. I could be freaking wrong, but I don't know. I'm like, man, what's a great way to get control of everybody?
back in the day,
They already
the
have called phones.
University of the Washington out in Seattle, they were working on a laser that goes into your eyes and it projects the picture inside your eyes. So like when you watch the movie, there is no peripheral vision out other than the movie. Like you're fully submerged into the movie with the laser. It actually projects it into your eye and fills your whole vision. But my only thing is blinking and all that stuff. How do they get over that? But they've been working on that years and years and years ago. I think they were working on that when we were out on the Fife. Even I remember it was like one of those things that they were working on, and it was like baffled me. But then you got AI and augmented reality, so AR, and there's XD glasses now. There's a bunch of companies out there that have these different glasses, and they're competing right now. And another thing I saw about this kind of technology, and I know we've talked about it on the show before, Palmer Luckey, who is the founder of the Meta Quest. He's the one that created it and then sold it to Facebook, and then Facebook fired him because he was a Trump supporter. He is now going to be working with Facebook again to create those headsets that I was telling you about for all the military. So it's like a super bionic hearing, super bionic vision. It incorporates all kinds of different things, and it will do multiple different things, and it'll help people be more efficient and be able to see farther and hear better and all kinds of stuff. And they're gonna actually spread it out to all of the military branches. And like I could see that working in the Navy for your forward and aft lookouts, being on the forecastle or the fantail and seeing a plane farther than 9 miles away, you know, before radar picks it up. It's a good possibility, or you hear it before they can pick it up on, different things. And it would actually network like the Aegis system. So like you have multiple ships out there where the Aegis system works together, these headsets would work together as well. So things could be relayed from on ground in, say, Afghanistan to a ship, and the guy working the problem is wearing one of these as well, and he gets that. It's kind of cool, like how fucking networked things are going to be and crazy sensitive. Like you'll never be able to get away with shit because of AI and augmented reality, AR, and all that. It's pretty nuts.
That's interesting that you say you'll never be able to escape from their eye, right?
You won't. You won't because
That's
everything's tracked.
that's what they've been going for a long time.
I mean, think about it. Like over in Iraq, we were using Blue Force Tracker, which was like the baby step for the Future Combat Systems, the FCS, which was being built over here. Basically, it was like all these autonomous vehicles, right? Like this vehicle would be mortars, this vehicle would be rockets. You would have these vehicles that would go out and they'd put landmines all over. And with your Blue Force tracker, it would know that landmine would either arm or disarm depending on who is there. So you're wearing this computer, and if you walk near that proximity mine, it disarms itself because it knows you're a friendly. And then when you clear the dead zone with a kill zone, it rearms. And then if somebody walks in and they don't have that, it blows up and kills them. And then these mortar systems and rocket systems and the drones and all of these systems are networked and talking, and you can literally take a tablet and like, I'm right here, here's the bad guy, and I mark it on this, and it will automatically configure and figure out which firing system and firing solution is the most effective and is going to actually kill that person. So it'll determine if the target is hard or not, and if it's hard, it will switch and it will move things into place if needed, or bring a drone in and then it will kill it, and then it will go back onto station and wait for you to designate another target, and it will figure out that target for you. So if you don't know the thickness of the wall of a building, this will, and it will figure out which one will be best to get through the walls. It's pretty fucking cool shit.
That's
But
crazy.
We're at the like the infancy stages right now, and Palmer Luckey is actually working on that to speed it up because he knows it's going to save hundreds of thousands of lives.
Okay, so it can actually tell you the thickness of a wall. Can it tell you where its weak spots are?
Yeah, it'll scan the whole building and then figure out the best way to put a missile in that building, or a mortar or a rocket. Future Combat Systems has been being worked on for years and years and years. I mean, at least since 2005 that I know of.
Remember that video that from 2005, and I think it showed what's his face. He wanted to create a vaccine to make everyone not religious.
Sounds like a Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates. I watched that. I was like, dude, that's fucking crazy. These dudes are fucking mad. They're more fucking crazy than fucking Emmett Brown from Back to the Future.
And somebody I talked to today thinks that Bill Gates is the one that released the Alpha Gal.
I'm gonna put a stop to that bullshit. He was not. It was old government.
You know, while we're thinking about that, see if there's a patent for creating a bug that causes Alpha-Gal.
You know what though? Here's the thing. Bill Gates bought up a lot of farmland.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, yeah, he did, but he's piggybacking off the Alpha-Gal for probably the push the fake beat shit, right? Because the first, see, this is all the internet right now because they took it off. They scrubbed the fucking internet of that shit. Now they say the first was like early 2000. Right? No, the first fucking case of it ever was on the East Coast, like in the fucking 70s and 80s. After that release from Plum Island, because it was all New York. It was in New York because it was not too far from Plum Island, right there.
I almost wonder if any of his money has gone towards it, though.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, what I mean?
I don't know. But he's not the one that fucking started it. Our own government did because he's weaponizing ticks, and other animals, trying to weaponize them.
I still think we need to weaponize squirrels. That would be interesting because you can't keep one on task.
But the thing was, is the Alpha-Gal, right? After Plum Island closed down, right, the research facility, where it moved to Kansas, right next to Fort Riley and Kansas State University, right there.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why you're starting to see it explode in the Midwest. That's one of the reasons right there. I will bet right there.
Yeah.
Money on that one.
I bet you he had some money put into it.
Oh, I'm sure he did, but he's just piggybacking off the fucking push and fake beat shit. That's all they're doing. This is their way to get us to stop eating fucking cows.
Yeah. I think it's crazy though, because like I said, we're still very young with AI and all this stuff, but AI can be put to good use. They could find cures for diseases. AI gathers all the information in the world and it processes it so much faster than a human could possibly ever even dream of. A team of humans couldn't do what AI can do. And AI should be put to task to find cures for things like Alpha-Gal and diseases and cancers and all that other stuff. But you won't see it because guess what? They don't want you to fucking be cured because they make money off of you.
Yes. Because like cancer, they already got the cure for cancer. They already got it. You know, just like AIDS, right? Remember the whole thing was give money to AIDS research, right? They've had that. Look at Magic Johnson, right? A lot of those other celebrities that have had it and they're still living today. It's all about if you got the money to get it.
Yep.
What it is. You're right. It's all about the money. There's no fucking profit in curing people. There's not.
Yeah. No, not at all. And that's the thing is like, I thought it was pretty crazy that like Palmer Luckey is going back to work with Facebook. I mean, it's kind of cool that he is because he knows what they did to him, and they know what they did to him. But he's doing it because he knows what's best for the U.S. military and the U.S.
Yeah. Rocky's barber goes, "What's up, fellas?"
Hey, what's up, bro? Cool.
Wait, what are we broadcasting on again?
YouTube,
I think.
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. I decided YouTube last minute.
Okay. I didn't get on to look and see what we were doing.
Yeah, you just saw, we're fucking live now.
I know, I know.
I'm like, God damn, I was hoping they were sneaking by you. So you just keep kept rambling.
It tells us. So
I know, but I was like hoping you weren't gonna fucking see it.
It's funny. But
yeah, but he's gonna get fired for Facebook again. Watch.
Well, it's not. So he has his own company, Anduril Industries, and what's funny is he named it Anduril Industries, which, think about it, the initials are AI, and his platform that he's doing is going to be able to be used so well that it's going to save the military and the government so much money. Like his goal is to be able to use a Humvee from the 80s, put his AI in it, and it drive and do a task and deliver something to a base. And instead of having to build a whole new vehicle to do it, you can use existing vehicles. So then all you got to do is put this existing AI into it. It's kind of cool.
Well, speak of that, right? You ever watched NCIS early seasons?
Oh yeah.
They did an episode on that. That Thomas car. That was started killing people.
I know. Well, and here's the thing. So Palmer Luckey even admitted, he goes, everything I have invented, and he goes, everything anybody has invented, they actually didn't invent. It came from sci-fi from a long, long time ago. He goes, some of the things I've created, I got, kudos for, but it was from 80 years ago. They just didn't have the technology to actually make it work. They had the idea, they had the idea and the baseline of it, but they couldn't get to the point where it would work because they didn't have that technology. He goes, I'm just lucky enough I have the technology and the people that work for me that can actually make it work, And that's what's cool is like he admits he hasn't come up with anything. He's just taking old ideas and actually making them work.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that what are they? Someone said that before, like there was a person in history that we just took what other people's ideas were and just made it a reality.
Yeah.
Said that, but that's what it was. It was like someone thought, the ray gun in the War of the Worlds book by H.G. Wells from 1895, a ray gun, that's a fucking laser gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tesla was working on something like that.
Yeah, and then like someone said there was a book that was pretty old and it talked about ground positioning system, GPS, which became global positioning satellite, or both are those things. Who knows? It's just crazy. And then later on, we have that technology, and it's because someone wrote about it in imagination in a science fiction novel, and someone took that inspiration from it and was like, I wonder if we could make this a reality based on the scientific knowledge they have.
The Navy did. The Navy did.
Yep.
Just like the internet, the dark web.
Yep.
The Navy started that shit.
Yeah. And that's what's funny is like, so all of these things that we're getting, right? These vacuum cleaners that clean your house by themselves, that shit was in the Jetsons. It's a robot. These things it's coming to fruition because we have the technology now and the people smart enough to actually make it work. And those are two things you have to have. Otherwise, what is it? It's nothing. It's a piece of plastic or a piece of metal or whatever. And once you get that, it's like I always refer back to Star Trek, right? Because Star Trek was before my time, even because I was born in '80, and Star Trek was 60s, and they had the communicators, and the communicators turned into cell phones. And when we got cell phones were big and bulky, and then we got them down to really small, and now they're getting bigger again. Like, what the fuck? And then you had computers on the Starship Enterprise that were really smart and could target things and all this other stuff. And now look at our targeting systems. We can put fucking bombs down fucking smokestacks or ventilation stacks in nuclear facilities in Iran.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
they can,
fuck, dude.
And they can follow each other. It's crazy.
Well, the crazy thing is like Top Gun 2 was about something like that.
Yep.
The mission they had was to do some pretty fucking amazing fucking shit with the jet versus it's not a fucking bomber like what we used in reality.
Right.
But the same kind of fucking mission was going on. And that kind of tells you something about what else is going on. There's always people planning to attack something, and they're going to do it in a strategic way.
Yeah.
But watch it. Look at this shit. Speaking of the Jetsons, right?
Yeah.
1946, someone tried to do a flying car.
Yeah. Yeah. And now look what we've got.
Yeah.
We actually have flying cars, and we have personalized aircraft now that are like drones. They have the 4 propellers. You get into it and take off, and it flies, and it's not even a fucking car.
Did you see that technology they have for someone to go like really fast underwater with a jet?
No, I see
It's
no.
a jetpack that works underwater, and it makes you go like I don't know how many fucking knots. Like they said, it's probably equivalent to 180 miles per hour.
Ooh, I don't know if I'd want to do that.
I don't know what. I can't remember exactly, but my wife and I watched it. And I was like, dude, this is fucking cool.
I mean, look at in Dubai, they use those jetpacks in the military.
Yep. Well, our Navy has too, like Marines going from ship to ship. They've actually done that.
Yeah. Dubai uses it all the time, though, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Dubai's got it for boarding ships. They actually have turbines on. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. And who would have thought? Like 20 years ago, jetpacks weren't a thing. It wasn't a reality. It was a fantasy thing.
Well, yeah, we saw it in movies.
Yeah. What was that movie? Rocket Man, Disney did or something? I don't know.
Rocket Man.
There's other movies.
The Rocketeer. It was the Rocketeer.
Rocketeer. Yeah.
Didn't the fucking Ace Ventura movies have someone that had that kind of thing?
I don't remember if they did or not.
Or was it like it was probably a James Bond movie?
James Bond, yes.
It was. I don't know which 007 movie.
And then one of the original ones with Sean Connery and all that shit.
John Connery.
Most likely.
What's funny though is the technology and the way things have gone. I mean, we're just scratching the surface, but I can guarantee you in the next 10 years, we'll accomplish more with our technology than we have in the last 30, because it's just moving that fast. And now with AI, that makes it even faster, because they're going to be using AI as an assistant. And so this technology is I don't know, man. I think there's going to be we're going to go from, supersonic to hypersonic. And I think we're going to go beyond that even faster. If you look at, I've used as an example, like TV, right? Yep. TV is fairly young, right? So you have analog TV, and it was black and white. Then color came out, and it wasn't right away, right? So they watched a lot of black and white TV.
Yep.
But then They went to color, and then nothing, right? Nothing for years. It stalled. They were happy with what they had. And then they introduced this thing called stereo for the sound. And so you had color and stereo sound left and right. And then it stalled again. And then in 2003, there was a mandate to go digital. And what's crazy is Japan was 10 years ahead of us on this.
Well, yeah, because Japan put all their money, reconstruction money, to electronics
I know.
back from World War II, because they was not allowed to have a military. Only, I mean, they was allowed to have military, but they don't always spend like 1% of their
Right.
GDP, on military. That's it.
Right.
So they put all their focus on electronics.
So what's crazy is, if you think about it, we went digital in 2003. It was a mandated thing. Everybody had to switch to digital. Now, there was a couple hiccups and stuff, and they actually prolonged it. But then we went to high definition, right? That's the biggest thing that happened since TV started, is high definition, the quality of the picture, the Dolby Digital surround sound. Within 10 years of high definition, we're now at 8K. We've blown through 4K, and we're now at 8K for TVs.
I didn't know that.
That's
yeah, but not
huge.
every TV's it's not compatible yet because they
No, but
8K.
you can go to Best Buy and buy an 8K.
Oh yeah,
There.
but you're going to spend the fucking money on that motherfucker.
I'm just saying, look how
Yeah.
fast that happened. We
Yeah.
went from color and going digital to 8K in like 10 years. It's nuts. And
Well,
now
look at the video games.
that's what I'm saying, is everything has now, the timeline for everything has
Yeah.
sped up. So AI has been around. What's even crazier, my son and I, right? We've been watching movies together. We like to watch movie series. We started watching, he's never seen Mission Impossible.
You see all 8 of them?
I've seen them, he hasn't. So we started from the first one the other night, right? Came out in 1999, right? I think is what was
96.
96. Even better. Proves my point. In that movie, they had AI glasses. Same with the one in 2000.
Well, they had the whole mask thing.
Well, yeah, but that's
And how
that's
true is
physical.
that? And look at all the conspiracy shit on that now.
Yeah,
People
But-
wearing masks.
but technology-wise, AI in 96 and 2000, because it was MI1 was in 96, and then 2 was in 2000.
Yeah,
And there
when
was
we were on
AI.
deployment.
They were talking about AI and all this other stuff. And if you watch, it's like, makes sense, because as you watch those movies, the picture quality between the first one, second one, third one, fourth one gets better. The technology that he uses improves, just like our lives. And so with AI now, we can accomplish things that would have taken us 20, 30, 40 years, because it is taking over 90% of the thinking power that you needed, and it can process that stuff so much faster, and it can do different scenarios at one time, whereas for us, we can only think out one scenario at a time, right? We might be able to do it somewhat fast and stuff, but this can do multiple scenarios, multiple timelines at one time. So I think in the next 10 years, it's going to get fucking crazy with what we can do.
They just got to make the fucking robot fucking girlfriends fucking cheaper. That's it.
Well, with AI, it will, because once they get that technology and they start mass producing it, the prices drop.
No. I always look at the fucking cell phones. Look how much those motherfuckers cost nowadays.
True, and demand and all that
They
makes a
turn them
difference.
into
Yeah.
freaking supercomputers that you can get brainwashed from.
Yeah.
Becomes your whole life, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm scared but excited to see what it is.
Have you guys, sorry, have you guys ever seen that video of this person that puts a cell phone in a microwave and turns it on?
No, I ain't seen
And it,
that one. You got
and
it?
it looks like there's a demon in it. I'm gonna try and find that, and I'll try and show you guys that. Just
Oh my god, I ain't
talking
seen
about
that
whatever
one.
you're talking, but I gotta try and find this one.
Man, that would be good right there.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Yeah, but with
yeah.
all the AI shit, right, man? We didn't learn from the fucking Terminators. You know, just like Jurassic Park, motherfuckers scientists haven't learned from that yet.
Well, that's the thing is like Palmer Luckey even said because he was asked about the whole Terminator thing,
Yep.
and he was like, "You can't give it access to the nukes. You can't give it access to that kind of stuff." But I don't know if that's possible because the problem
Anything's
is,
possible. Anything
well,
is.
here's the thing. It's crazy. So the guys that invented the internet, right? Or not the guys that AI, the guys that actually invented AI, they did an interview and they said that the AI actually was trying to figure out how we feel. And that's scary to them because they're trying to learn emotion. Their AI is trying to learn emotion. And for an AI to learn emotion, it has to feel emotion to understand it, right?
So what does that mean it became?
If it can take over anything that a human can do.
No,
And
what it is, it became self-aware.
exactly. And here's the thing. The one AI actually fired its own neuron. It fired a single neuron, which is what the human brain does.
Remember, Iron Man, his AI did the same thing.
Yep. And it figured out how to fire a neuron. And that's dangerous. That's real dangerous.
That's why I said it's anything's possible. They didn't learn from the Terminator movies. Come on now. John Connor would be fucking disappointed with all of us on this one.
There's a lot. That's why I said I'm scared and excited at the same time.
I found that video, guys.
All right, bring it up.
It's old, but man, it's pretty freaking.
As long as they don't show nothing gory or anything, we're good. So.
No, it's not going to be gory. Let me get to the share thing.
What happened to your Coors Light? Your Coors Piss.
All right.
The Budweiser, I hate to say it, but the Budweiser.
All right, so it says demon comes out of cell phone being a microwave. This is a real video. I think it's from if you look at the cell phone, dude, it's like 2004 or 5, 6, or 7.
Thrown out. 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yep. All right. Scroll back at area.
All right, here we go. Everyone see it?
Yep. Oh, that's like an old Nokia.
Dude, that's like I had fucking Shipyard 98.
Yeah. Did he take the battery out of it?
I don't know.
Not saying anything.
Hold on. Hold on. Just wait. You'll see a face. Look. Right there.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say that's real.
I don't know.
Because that looks like you'd see in the movies right there. That's what that looks like.
I don't know, man. It's really weird, but you know, the demon in the cell phone.
Right there. 20 website strippers can
if that is real,
you got one yelling at you right now.
If that truly is real, right? I mean, not fucking fake, Photoshop, right, or CGI bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And that is scary if that is truly real.
Because there's something in that phone that is trying to control you. And if it looks like something like that, do you think it's a good guy or a bad guy?
But I sure the fuck ain't gonna.
Thing is from.
I sure the fuck ain't gonna try to put my phone in the microwave and microwave the motherfucker. hell no.
Maybe once I pay this one off, I can do that.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can't take the batteries out of these motherfuckers.
Fuck it, send it. I don't care.
Well, you better have to get a new microwave, too.
I don't like using my microwave.
But sometimes you need a microwave. Sometimes.
I got a stove.
Get you one of those fucking sous vide fucking cookers. That works great. Reheat fucking barbecue, right? As long as you got it in the fucking bag. Those are great.
Like one, yeah.
Oh, I got one, dude. Dude, I mean, I used to cook fucking like chicken in it, right? You know, get it all good. You know, for like fried chicken, right? Pan fried. Dude, the meat's already cooked. All you gotta do, all you're waiting is for your breading to fucking brown up, get crisp up. That's all. You know, that shit works great, man. Fuck taking, because you know how long it takes to do pan fried chicken for raw chicken. Dude, I mean, you're gonna have it in there for a couple hours, anyways. But fucking once you start frying, it's easy peasy.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, getting one of those. I gotta once I get the fucking the funds for it.
Yep. Well, speaking of that, I need to break mine out. I ain't did that in a while though. This stuff, but dude, corn on the cob, man. You put some fucking mix up some butter, right? Some herbs, right? Perfect.
Put it in the bag.
Fuck yeah. You know, anything you want. I mean, you cook hamburgers in there, ribs in there, everything. You know. That's something, yeah. Yeah. I might be able to find. I got an old microwave. I want to see if I got a old phone that has the battery that you take out. See, I might try that. See what happens. Might see what happens though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see that. Should we do it in the Airbnb?
No. Hell no.
No, we'll
because
go,
that's
hold
Are
on,
you guys bringing laptops or anything when you come?
I plan on it.
Okay,
I'll probably bring my
so we can
tablet,
podcast that way. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably bring my tablet.
And I'm gonna bring my fucking. I got one of those fucking cameras for that River wanted to get for fucking doing the fucking cooking channel and stuff. I'm gonna see if we can do that too, because that'd be a lot easier cooking if I could get that to work. You know, hooked up. You know, whether it be Bluetooth or what, right?
Yeah.
They go right to fucking to a laptop. You know.
See, we can go to a pawn shop, get a cheap fucking microwave out there in North Carolina. I got a fucking cell phone. I'm willing to throw in that motherfucker.
We're not fucking doing it to Airbnb just in case something happens.
We'll do it outside. I'll bring a fucking extension cord.
What? Okay. What's gonna happen if that motherfucker catches on fire when burn down that motherfucking Airbnb?
I'm sure they got a hose. I want to do it. I'm sure we can get a microwave for like $20 at a fucking pawn shop.
Cell phone burning question.
Trust me.
Fun question.
I'm gonna make a fucking sparkler bomb out there that's gonna be
That's fine, but we just gotta make sure we got enough. We're further enough away. We ain't gonna catch something on fire.
I'm banned from my mom's house from making those.
You know,
dude, there's like a fire station like every 30 feet almost.
Oh, they ain't gonna like me then because it's probably gonna shake them in their fucking
little
bed.
fire stations in between everything, dude.
All right, I'm just gonna say this: we get the law called on us because the big old fucking boo. Motherfucker, I ain't going to jail.
I'll take responsibility for it. I'll take responsibility. They're going to have to prove that I made an improvised explosive device, but there will probably be some evidence laying around, but
I won't rat shell, but
do you remember that person that was in the FBI that didn't know what an IED was? It was
Oh
someone in
yeah,
the FBI, and she's
yeah,
like, I don't know what a VBIED is. It was, I think it
yeah.
was a
A
vehicle
V bed.
borne. I'm like, how the fuck does someone in the FBI not know that? Because I think the terminology came from them because they took over foreign and domestic, the battle on foreign domestic fucking terrorism.
No, the V bed was military. It was a military thing, like
Okay.
like
Well,
like
then they would have
IED,
shared
V
that
bed.
information.
Yeah, that was military. But them being FBI, they should know what a fucking V bed and IED is. You know,
Well,
the vehicle borne IED and an IED. There's EFP. Like I got hit with an EFP once. That fucking was not good. So an EFP is from Iran. They designed those. It's an explosively formed projectile. You look it up, they use a bunch of copper discs and put them in line and then put an explosive charge behind it. And it's circular. And when it explodes, the heat melts the copper plates, and then you got liquid copper flying through things. And it's fucking bad. It will penetrate any fucking armor we have, almost, except for tanks. But it'll fuck them up bad. And that shit was from fucking Iran. They came up with that shit. They were just they had just started using EFPs before I got to Iraq. I was like, oh yay. Fucking great. But shit's fucking crazy. But I will say I will take full blame if the cops get called or the fire department get called to the Airbnb for any explosions that I might cause, because I do
are,
blow some shit up.
are you guys going to film the road trip here?
Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
depends
you
on
can
what
film the
time we
road trip
leave.
there and we could make videos about it. And you guys could be like, it could be fucking clown shit. It'd be funny.
Well, it
It
depends
might
on
be
what time we
hilarious.
leave, though, because if we leave at night, well, like we was talking about, we ain't gonna be able to record very much because we'll be in the dark
We'll make it work.
and stuff. I mean, yeah, we could. I mean, I don't care. All that.
I mean, it'd be funny. It'd be like bonus video material. And who knows, it might become funny and go viral.
But the funniest one will be fucking on the way back since the Cardinals and Cubs are fucking playing,
Yes.
and we'll
We're
have
gonna
that
be
bitch on the radio.
road. We will be on the road during one of the games that. Yes.
And Rocky, just be glad that they're playing in Chicago, not St. Louis. Because if they was playing in St. Louis, I'd be like, we're leaving a day early so we can go watch one of the games, catch one of the games there in St. Louis.
Yeah. And by the way, we're playing him right tonight. Like, we're playing the Cardinals tonight.
Oh, that is tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it fucking is.
Fuck it, I can't get
6:45.
and I can't get the fucking game. Assholes.
Got a couple more hours. And what sucks is, dude, we got our asses fucking handed to us the other night.
17-6.
It was fucking horrible. But you're still third fucking place, so.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. But y'all got spanked by the fucking Bears 17-6. Come on now.
I know. I don't know what the fuck happened. Those fuckers.
I mean, dude, that was a
It's the
fucking ass
Chicago
fucking
Cubs,
spanking.
right?
Yeah, I love the Chicago. Yeah, I'm a
Chicago Cubs, dude.
I mean, that just wasn't an ass spanking. That was a fucking stop a buzz holder ass. What that one was.
It was bad, dude. And did you see that the Heat was fucking with them up there? They fucking they were like, yeah, we're gonna do certain things to take care. Oh, excuse me. Take care of the players because of the heat.
It ain't that hot in Washington. Fuck, come on now.
No. I'm saying for tonight's game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna have to, because whether you're Chicago or St. Louis, right, this time of year, it's gonna be hot, motherfucker. I don't care. It's gonna be hot.
But yeah,
Yeah,
the fucking ride home is gonna be nuts because him and I are gonna be talking some mad fucking shit. And
we
Landon
probably will record that.
talking shit too.
We probably will record that though, so
Oh
that
yeah.
will be funny because
We never really had the back and forth when we talked shit when we were on active duty together, but we never like watched a game together
because we couldn't get the goddamn games out there.
Yeah, and
Out there in
we
Washington.
never really gave each other like real time shit. It was always like oh yeah, you're from Missouri, you're a piece of shit because of the fucking Cardinals, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
whatever.
you're a fucking pig fucker from Iowa.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of shit. But now we're gonna be in the same vehicle and we can't get out and get away from each other during a game. It's gonna get spicy.
I won't get spicy. I mean, we're gonna talk shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if the Cardinals start fucking spanking that ass.
It ain't gonna happen though. That's the
Hey.
problem.
That series, you never fucking know what's gonna happen with that series. I'm telling you. You should know that by now. Because that is the biggest game for both teams right there. When they play one another. Right there.
Yep.
There's
no other teams that I mean
the Yankees and Red Sox, but
yeah, but even then, I don't think it's as dangerous as our games.
It's not really dangerous. I mean, even the fans of the game, they talk shit to one another, but they're cordial too at the same time, too.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, when I say dangerous, I mean, like, not like, because you know how us Cubby fans are. We don't hold back.
Well, just like remember when the Cardinals and the Cubs, remember when the Cubs was fucking sucking, right? 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And the Cardinals were fucking in first place. You motherfuckers was a spoiler sometimes for us. Because you guys would beat us even though we was the best team, right? But then you motherfuckers spoil. I'm like, motherfuckers. Because that series alone, not this one coming up, but we got to play them like 4 times this year. And that right there will predict who's going to win the Central, guaranteed. Yep. Cardinals and Cubs, that series right there. Yeah, I believe that. Now, unless the Brewers start getting hot at the right fucking time, right?
The fucking Brewers, fuck the Brewers, fuck them. I hate the fucking Brewers.
Oh, I hate them too.
See, and that's where Gilly and we actually agree on it. Like he doesn't even really like the Brewers when they're playing us, but
I ain't gonna root for fucking you all, and I sure fuck ain't gonna root for the Brewers right now either. I would root for the Brewers if we was in second place, right? When they play you all. Same way you would be too. And when the Cardinals play the Brewers, if we was in first place, right? You always I'd be like, come on, Cardinals lose.
Yeah.
Rocky, best way to put it, Rocky, that rivalry is like Kansas City and the fucking Raiders when they play.
I never understood that one.
Because
they're so fucking far away from each other.
Yeah, but it was always back in the day. It was the 80s. It was always the Chiefs and Raiders at the top of the fucking division, right? And every now and then you can throw Broncos in there too, but most of the time it was the fucking Chiefs and the Raiders in that division. That's why those games would get fucking brutal back in the day.
Well, that's like a fucking Blackhawks and Blues game.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Shit. When I say dangerous, I mean dangerous. Yeah.
But when I went to the Blackhawks game, right? It's Chicago. When the Blues are there, those fans weren't as rowdy as they do as the Chicago fans get when they come to St. Louis. All that. But the St. Louis fans are a little rowdy too, because they're all drinking whiskey and shit like that. So it gets the Blackhawks fans riled up too. They get riled up. But I was like, man, this is fucking tame. I said, Wrigley Field talks more shit than you motherfuckers do.
Wrigley Field is a whole different world, though. That's out of all the sports, Wrigley Field is a different place. Yeah. Like, it's full of shit talking, but the energy is fucking crazy. Oh, yeah. Like, I've been to other stadiums, right? All over the nation. I've gone to a bunch of fucking professional games. And I have not yet been to one that actually matches. Some have come close, but none that have matched Wrigley Field. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Cubs fan. I've taken people to Wrigley that were they absolutely loved other teams, and they've gone to other teams' stadiums, and they were like, this is fucking nuts. This is crazy. Like, because you got to start out at the Cubby Bear across the street, get a couple drinks in you, then you go across the street to the Wrigley, and you go up to your seat, and it's fucking electric. It's
I
like
know.
crazy.
I'm like, the first time I went there, right? Cardinals and Cubs are playing, right? Of course, I had my Cardinals hat on, the shit jersey on, right? Fucking this fucking bitch was ignoring me, right? You know, and I was right now at the bar, right? She kept ignoring me. I said, "Hey, bitch!" I said, "Why you get those motherfuckers behind me?" She goes, "You're the first Cardinals fan that talks shit to me." She goes, "I'm getting you up here, right here." I said, "Okay, that's all I gotta do. Fuck yeah, let's go."
They will
But
too.
just
They'll fucking ignore your ass.
yeah, but just experiencing Wrigley Field, right? Because it's one of the oldest stadiums in the country for baseball. You know, the Ivy out there, seeing that Ivy for the first time, there ain't nothing like it, right there.
No.
I mean, it's not. You know, but back in the day, a lot of people don't realize, especially a lot of the youngins, the Cubs never played night games for the longest time because they didn't have lights. They always played day games.
Yep. Oh, fun fact. So all of the stadiums and racing like tracks and all the lighting is provided by Musco Lighting, which is from Muscatine, Iowa, right down the street.
Of course, has me something with Iowa. I was like, "Yep, here we go."
Musco Lighting is one of they do movie sets, they do sporting events, like all that. Like all of your lighting, even SpaceX uses Musco Lighting for their launch pads and shit. It's kind of cool. My buddy drives he's a truck driver and he does SpaceX. He drives SpaceX parts and stuff all the time. And he picks up Musco Lighting for him.
Since you said fun fact, got your new nickname, Sheldon.
Shut the fuck up, Sheldon.
Oh. Because he would always say on Big Bang Theory, fun fact, right?
Oh God, Sheldon fucking Cooper.
Yeah.
Oh, I still love that series, but I sometimes fall asleep watching. Yeah, I fall asleep watching that series.
I like It's Always Sunny. I watched
I
that
never got
one.
into that one. They really did.
You got to push through the first couple episodes at least, and then you'll be like, I get it now because it's fucking hilarious, dude. They're so like offensive, like when the gang gets racist and shit. It's hilarious. Oh my god.
I might have to give it a try though. You know, push
It's
through.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
I was always told it was Seinfeld on crack.
Dude, it is so funny. You gotta watch it. You gotta and if you don't like it, give it a couple episodes, and I guarantee you because dude, I used to lay in my rack in Afghanistan, and all the guys would be in my tent would be just fucking cracking up because they'd all be watching it on one TV together, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys laughing so much about? Like, what the fuck? And I never understood. So they're like, dude, you gotta watch this, and I'm like, whatever. So I got my hard drive, I downloaded it. Dude, I'm telling you, oh my god. There was days when I transferred up to another base because of the attack at Leatherneck Bastion. I had tears coming out of my fucking eyes, dude. I was laughing so hard. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. This is hilarious. So like I'm like, okay, I get it. It was fucking awesome. Like they do some very offensive shit and I love it. I'm there for it.
I might have to give that one a try though. But they are coming out with a new season. That's already confirmed.
Are they?
Yes, that's big
Holy
confirmed.
shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you guys seen How I Met Your Mother?
Oh hell yeah, love that one.
Okay.
That's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
All it's about is asking out Robin again, though.
Yeah, but you know what? Fucking Neil Patrick Harris, dude. I don't care. That dude can be as gay as fuck, but he plays a really good fucking.
Oh, dude, he was hilarious. The magic and all that shit.
Yeah. Have you met
the
Ted?
slutty pumpkin shit? Oh my god, that show was so funny, dude.
My buddy and I did the whole "Have you met Ted" thing at the bar. It was hilarious, but it wasn't Ted. It was my buddy's name. So like, I grabbed him. I'm like, "Have you met?" And I said his name. Dude, it was oh my god, dude. It was the best pickup line ever.
You know what's cool about that show is like I think it's the first episode, the bar looks different, but then the bar in the regular episode after it got picked up, when the guys are talking across the like in the background, there's a chief anchor.
Is there?
Yeah, like
Oh.
it shows up a lot. It's like a little Easter egg or whatever. Chief
Never
anchor,
caught that.
something about the U.S. Navy.
Now I'm gonna have to fucking watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they did make How I Met Your Father. That one was good.
I haven't seen that one. I kind of didn't
It's-
want to watch it because of
It's
it.
not very good. I couldn't even get through the first episode. I was like, man, this is a ripoff of How I Met Your Mother. You know, and it wasn't
Well,
even fun.
and that's what it was supposed to be. Yeah. But yeah, I'm big on like It's Always Sunny and all that. Oh, so fucking funny, dude.
Shit, I still watch MASH sometimes, falling asleep.
I'm
I haven't
gonna
watched-
get that. Do you know what streaming service it's on?
Which one?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I
Oh,
don't. Hang on.
probably Hulu. Let me see here. So I got Hulu too. So
It might be. Yeah, it's on Hulu.
all right.
It's on Hulu, Disney Plus, YouTube. So if you have Hulu or Disney Plus, you can watch it for free.
So I know it's not on fucking goddamn fucking Prime. So I do know that.
Well, it is, but it says from $1.99.
Fuck that.
So it looks like you have to pay for it. Same with
Yeah.
Fandango and YouTube is you have to pay for
Yeah.
it too. But I have YouTube Premium, so I don't think I need to.
Shit, I was gonna get fucking when my TV service said they was gonna discontinue the TV service part of it, right?
Yeah.
So I started looking. I was like, let me look see what YouTube has for fucking live TV, right? The
It's
channels,
expensive. It's expensive.
dude. They don't even have the History Channel on there. I'm like, nope, fuck that shit. So I
They
went with Hulu.
Well,
Hulu
then
has
the
every.
problem, the problem with the History Channel is, like, I don't have any cable provider, right?
Yep.
So I can't get the History Channel at all. I can't even get their app because with the app you have to have a cable provider, and I think it's
Yep.
fucking stupid. So I have Prime, I have Discovery Plus, I have Disney Plus with Hulu,
Yep.
and I have YouTube. But the YouTube is actually through my buddy. That's a trucker that does the SpaceX and Alcoa stuff. Like, so we have one of the largest Alcoa plants here in town, and they do like wings for aircraft for Boeing and stuff.
Yep.
And so he runs to Washington, Tacoma all the time, and every week, and he runs wings for the Japanese Air Force, and I mean it's crazy. The dude does some crazy fucking cool shit, but he pays for the YouTube, and then you can have 6 accounts on one YouTube. So he pays $100 a month for that, and he
Well, it's
gave
like-
me access to
Yeah.
YouTube.
Well, it's like fucking like Hulu. I got the Hulu with no ads plus live TV plus Disney Plus, right? $95, right? You know, that's still cheaper than what I was paying for Socket and the internet plus TV. That was $192 a month with those two combined.
See, I have Hulu and Disney Plus through
Yeah.
my phone for free.
Yeah.
Through Verizon. Verizon
Yeah.
gives it to me for free. And then my Discovery Plus, I pay $8.99 a
Yeah.
month. It's not, I pay it on my phone bill.
Yeah.
So the only things that, like, my mom paid for Prime this time, I'm going to pay next year for Prime. We're going to alternate because we share. And then, yeah, she uses my Hulu, Disney Plus, and Discovery Plus.
But I
And
did
then
find out.
She
Oh,
pays
sorry,
for
go ahead.
AMC.
But I did
Also.
find out with the fucking the channel Max, right? Hulu is a piece of shit because I like watching that new series Duster on there, right? Dude,
I haven't heard of that one.
Hulu will not have the new episode on supposed to be out every Thursday, right? They won't show it until the next day.
Yeah,
We're like Max on Prime, you get to see it that same day. So I stopped that one and did the Max, kept the Max on the fucking Prime.
see, I used to have Max. I used to have Showtime. I used to
Yep.
have Stars, but
Yep.
the X took those.
Yep.
And I want to get those back because there was certain shows I liked, like The Pit. I don't know if you guys have seen The Pit.
I haven't watched it, but everyone says it's fucking good.
And it's very accurate medically. So like when I watch a movie, if it's a medical thing, I tear it apart because I'm like, they don't fucking do that. You don't do that. You don't do this. But that show is like legit. Like, I think they had doctors and paramedics like on set showing them how to do things and how to say the words and how to do, because everything that I've seen on that has been 100% accurate. And it was a fucking awesome show.
Well, you
And
just got to learn to fucking, hey, it's a TV show. Just
no. I can't do that. Not when it comes to medical or military, because I fucking, when it's like I watch them clearing a fucking house and I'm like, that motherfucker would kill everybody, like, because the way he cleared that room or whatever. That's why, like, with 13 hours, I'm being friends with somebody that was there. I was like, hey,
That was a good movie, dude.
it was, and I messaged him afterwards and I was like, hey, you did really good, but there was one thing. He's like, shut the fuck up, Brett. He's like, shut the fuck up. He goes, I know. He goes, I had no say in that. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll shut the fuck up. Because he knew exactly what I was gonna say. There was one thing that was inaccurate in the movie, but it was Hollywood. What can you do? He made it as accurate as possible, though, and he did a great job.
That's why I don't get pissed off at like a lot of movies. Right? I'm like, it's just entertainment. It's Hollywood. Fuck it. Just
Yeah, but you have like Act of Valor. Okay, Act of Valor was great. Those were real SEALs.
oh yeah.
And the acting sucked because they were real SEALs.
Actually, I didn't think the acting sucked. I mean, I liked it. I mean,
well, okay, so the acting didn't suck unless they talked. Once they started talking, then the acting sucked because they're like dar 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 dar. But their actions were good because they legit do that, and so like that was good.
Well, just like if they ever fucking casted us fucking in a movie, that motherfucker, we would put Samuel L. Jackson to shame on motherfucker.
Oh, I definitely would.
That's
the thing is, like, who knows? I mean, they might make a movie about Leatherneck Bastion. I don't know. I better get a say on that motherfucker, though. I'll tell you that much, motherfuckers.
No, they'll be like, fuck this motherfucker. He's too unhinged. Fuck him. We're not talking to him.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Just think if they made a movie about fucking MAs,
MAs?
Yeah.
Oh my God. They better let me be like I had this guy that worked for me in a fucking Washington Navy Yard. And he was trying to become like a screenwriter and an actor and all that stuff. I said, okay. I said, if you ever become fucking famous or anything like that, and you're going to do a story about me, he's like, I'm definitely do a story about you, Chief. You're going to be a big part of it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but you tell him all the fucking.
I told him the only fucking person that can be me is me.
Yeah, but did you tell him all the fucking
act like me?
Did you tell him all the stupid shit you did as a fireman too?
No, just the way I was a chief there, and the way that I didn't take no shit or anything like that, and I refused to be politically correct. Of course, that was the reason I never got a star. Oh well. I never got a star, and I didn't have to get the snake venom. You know what I mean? I retired because of that.
They need to make a goddamn fucking a movie about the five.
Yeah. What from 1997, October of 1997 to like May to 2003, so that Hodges and Little Tate story can be told on it too.
Yes, sir. On it.
That'd be kind of
Yeah, if they ever did a story about Leatherneck Bastion, I would tear that motherfucker apart if they didn't consult us, because we were the ones fucking in the shit. The military was just the ones fucking bringing us ammo. I really got to get that fucking my tote upstairs. I need help carrying that motherfucker. It's heavy as fuck and it's huge.
But if they made a movie about the five, especially at the 2000 deployment, right? Dude, we would put Hangover to shame on that motherfucker right there when they was in Thailand. We would put them to shame, guaranteed.
Do you guys remember? Fuck, you weren't there. God damn it. trying to remember the kid's name. He was in the GSE shop.
Which year?
It was when we went to South America. In Central
you're
America.
talking. Yeah, you're talking 02 and shit like that. 03.
That's probably I left in April of 02, so
Because I found out. Wait, you left in April when?
2002.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't go on it then, right?
Mm-mm.
No. So he was a GSE, and I found out he was a virgin. He was a fireman, and we were in Panama, and I got him really, really drunk and hired a hooker, and we left Panama, and like 2.5, 3 weeks later, he was standing in line at med call because his dick was burning. It was because I got him laid by a hooker, and I took pictures, but I deleted the
You
pictures.
didn't tell
because I
that
didn't wanna
motherfucker to wrap his shit? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, he was passed out. He was he passed out in the hotel room, so I hired a hooker to go in and jump on top of him.
Oh my
And-
goodness.
Did he ever find
No.
out? Because he should have went after your ass, motherfucker.
His shit was burning so bad. He had chlamydia so bad, dude. And
Oh,
I didn't know. I didn't know, that she had chlamydia. Obviously, otherwise I would have hired a different hooker. But
Dude, that would be like, okay, motherfucker, I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna get you when you ain't fucking looking for giving chlamydia.
I'm gonna have to look and see if I have.
Oh shit.
I bet
That's
you.
like-
I bet you I have the book for the cruise.
That is fucking bad. That's bad right there, man.
Yeah, and it was a cheap hooker, so I was like, yeah, I'll get him a hooker.
That's why she got
whatever.
chlamydia. You never go with the cheap hookers like that. Come on now.
Well, it was his first time, and he didn't even remember it because he was passed out. I mean, he was drunk as fuck. I got him. We were drinking, so we stayed at the Hotel Panama in town in Balboa, and we were drinking so much. I was fucking loading him up with whiskey, just getting him drunk. I thought he was gonna be awake, and I thought he would remember it, but I got him too drunk, I guess, and he passed out. And then she went into the fucking hotel room, climbed on top of him, banged him, no protection at all. And then she came out, and I paid her again, and she fucking left. And
Ladies and gentlemen, that's watch us or will watch us in the future. If you're overseas, fucking hooker, always wrap your shit. So that way, you're not at bed call with fucking burning dick.
and don't let people like me know that you're a virgin.
And also, like, if you're gonna do it, put on protection anyways. Unless you're married and trying to have kids, put on protection.
Or if your friend is like me, just wear protection at all times. Just walk around with a condom on. It's fine.
Strap on two.
Fuck.
Speaking of that, I got something for Matt. You'll know. All right, let me get to it here. Let me get to it. All right. Oh no,
Yeah.
ain't that one. Ain't that one.
Merlo did say I corrupted the fuck out of him
See
too.
what this one is here. Where they there? All right, got it. Condom history, people. Can y'all see that?
Not yet. It's loading. There it is.
All right. In 1272, Arabic Muslims invented the condom using the goat's lower intestine. In 1873, the British somewhat refined the idea by taking it out of the goat first.
Yep.
God, that's so funny, dude. But it's funny.
That came up at the perfect time right there. I was like, I knew I would have something like that for something like this.
Oh, was that on Facebook or something?
Yeah.
That's
it's
hilarious,
it's
dude.
so funny because when I went down to St. Louis on my way to New Orleans with the kids and the ex, I hung out with Murillo, and he's like, dude, you were off the chain back then. I'm like, I was I was like pretty fucking wild. If you didn't hang out with me out in town, you wouldn't realize how fucking crazy I was. But like some of the shit I did, I'm like surprised I didn't go to fucking mass or have like NCIS investigating me for shit. Like the shit I did was fucking off the chain. Like it was crazy. And Murillo, I got him, he was Ecuadorian and his family is very traditional. And he
Yeah.
got in trouble because I got him a tattoo in Thailand. and yeah, it was pretty bad, man. I corrupted a lot of fucking people. It's not good. Not good.
You should have a handlebar mustache, dude. You're the villain. You got to get the mustache going.
I had the Sam Elliott before it went down. It came down like here. I had nothing here and here. I shaved all my beard off and everything, and I had a Sam Elliott, so it came down like way down. I think I shared. Didn't I share that
Do
with
the
you guys?
handlebar thing. Can you grow it out like that and curl it like a villain?
My beard, my hair is so thick that it doesn't. It's really hard to do.
With Rocky, how they get that, they have to use fucking the oil and all that shit, the wax, everything.
Well, I have it. I have that stuff. I just don't use it because my beard is so fucking thick. My guy over on the Arsenal, he's like, dude, he's like, you out of all the veterans, he's like, you have the biggest fucking thickest beard. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. It's just one of those things. Like, it's crazy.
I might have to try and just shave this off to Sam Elliott style.
I showed you mine, right?
I'll say beef.
Oh, yeah.
What's for dinner?
I might do that for the trip because I gotta shave. I ain't shaved a couple days. I gotta trim this up before the fucking trip anyway. So,
did you see it, Rocky?
What? Try that.
My Sam Elliott?
No,
I
didn't.
Oh fuck!
I was pretending to talk like Sam Elliott. Say, hey, we're going to talk about some beef right now. In the Old West, people ate beef.
But I will say, between us and Lil Tate, me and Hodges got the thickest beard of all y'all.
Yeah, probably.
That's a Midwest thing, I think.
Hey, that's because you're not good pirates. Your beard would get in the way of everything if you grew it on board a ship.
I don't know if I can find it.
Well, I am part Scottish, so that's where mine comes from right there.
Well, and see, I don't know mine because I'm fucking German and
Indian. You're a butt like the rest of us, so we're all fucking
German
butts.
and Bigfoot?
German and Indian, but yeah, Bigfoot.
German and Bigfoot.
Let's see here.
Woo. Damn.
See if I can find that picture of me when I worked for Medic. I was fucking fat at the time.
Well, he's looking for a picture. Does anybody else? You guys heard about the whole Iran thing, right?
Well, yeah.
Like, they shot missiles to Qatar.
Yeah.
I guess the missiles got intercepted, didn't touch anything.
Yeah.
And I think someone said that Iran asked Russia for help and Russia said no.
Yeah. Because they know better too. Russia knows better. Yeah,
I mean, I think they might take Donald Trump seriously, unlike Biden and Obama.
And this is for all you motherfucking bleed heart fucking liberals out there, blah,
Dude,
blah,
I don't
blah.
even know, was Putin in power when George W. Bush was in office? Dude, he might not even respected that guy either.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, it's
I never
like
heard of him until later on, though.
all these fucking liberal fucks, right? Now, especially the ones we served with, right? Dude, they're like, oh, blah, 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 fucking, just shut the fuck up. Your fucking old president, Obama, bombed the hell out more people than anybody fucking without Congress's approval. So shut the fuck up about that. The president does not need Congress approval for shit like that. It's only fucking the declared wars that they needed.
Oh yeah. I meant to tell you. I don't know. Did you see on that message, Rocky?
Oh,
With
you already
my
said it. Okay. Yeah.
with my
Gotcha.
buddy, what he said about his nose, and then sent me those pictures.
Yeah. I read the name and then I
Oh,
looked
yeah.
it up.
So the first one where the picture of her sitting on his face, the first picture underneath the text, she's the one that broke his nose.
Oh, I didn't look at the pictures or anything. I'll have to read it later.
If I was you, delete them.
She broke his nose sitting on his face.
I mean,
Did
we
he say
did.
they're actually pretty cool people or no?
Huh?
Did he say some of them are pretty cool or?
Yeah, yeah. He's good friends with a lot of them. Now there is one that he wants to destroy because she was talking shit about veterans. A porn actress was talking shit about veterans, and he fucking blasted the fuck out of her on Facebook. Like he was like, nope, this bitch, roast the fuck out of her. Get rid of her. Like he's like, get her like out of the industry.
He needs to
Because
send one. He needs to send one of those 60-year-old fucking gilfs my way.
The guilt.
Yes.
I don't know if he works with guilt.
Or an old, but she'd be old now, Stephanie Swift.
You can ask him when if we actually do get to do an interview with him.
Oh, trust me. I'll ask him. Trust me.
You're going to
Yeah,
ask
okay.
about who?
Stephanie Swift. I'll have to get the girl's name. That's like she's almost in her 70s, but she still looks fine as hell right there. And like Clover Baltimore too. Fuck yeah.
You remind me of the fucking Billy Madison. It's Nudie Magazine Day, and it's like women over 80 or something like that. That's what you make me think of, dude. You made me think, oh my God, you're fucking Billy Madison. Stop
Dude,
looking at me, Swan.
Dude, all the shit that is first and it's Jerry. I had the most fucking biggest porn collection in the fall DVDs in Berlin.
Oh my gosh. Did
Dude,
you?
I would have like McClellan, he's like, Gilly, I need a video. I'm like, motherfucker, this one better not come back with fucking sticky, motherfucker. I told him about too. I said, this one better not come back sticky like the last one did, you son of a bitch.
McClendon though would jerk off to the fucking news, dude.
I know.
We'd be in port, home port, Everett, and
Right there at the table.
right there sitting McClendon.
Oh
He'd be
my
sitting
gosh.
on the table,
Yes.
not at the table, on the
On
table
it,
with the
yeah.
TV on, with the local news on,
Yeah.
beating his shit completely naked. Like, motherfucker, like, I'm on duty. I want to go home. I don't want to come in here and see you beating your shit to the news. All the time.
You remember when Sam's Sons of Anarchy came out, right?
Oh my God.
Well,
Dude, yeah.
and in that episode when they met Chucky, right? I was like, that's a white version of fucking McLaren.
It is 100%.
Right there.
100%. Yep. That
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
he would beat his shit to the fucking news. It didn't matter. They could be talking about a car accident or traffic on I-5, and he'd be sitting there just bam, 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 bam on the fucking table. And then he would, dude, I swear to God, there was one day I came into birthing. I was on duty.
Oh my
I was on duty. It was a fucking Saturday. I was pissed that I had to be there. Didn't want to fucking be there. I just got off watch, and I get out into birthing, and I'm like chilling at my rack, and I hear the head door open, and McClendon come out and goes, "Yep, beat my personal record. Got it done in 10 seconds." I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, you beat off and got off in 10 seconds? Like, that's not good.
Keep going. I'll be right back.
Second of all, like, I hope you put those drain babies down the fucking drain, because I don't want to fucking step in that shit. Like, that dude would always jerk off. Always. It's ridiculous.
That's hilarious, man.
Oh my god, dude. That guy, McLennan, if you're watching this, I hope you come fast every time.
That's hilarious, dude. Oh
God.
my goodness.
Yeah, he would sit there and like talk about how fast he could get himself to come, and like he would jerk off all the time. Like how the fuck? Dude, I'm trying to make my shit last with a chick. You're trying to fucking see how fast you can go. We're not the same. We're not the same at all.
Dude, I remember hearing rumors about him doing that crap, but I was never on the ship or anything when he did that stuff.
All the time. You just
Because
weren't in
I
the
would hear
States.
about it, I'd be like, dude, that's fucking crazy or that's fucking funny or whatever. But I would just like, I never, saw
He
it
was
happen.
doing sound and security one day in port, and he came back to CCS, and he's like, I finally did it. And I go, what? And he goes, I jerked off at the PLCC in main 1 and the PLCC in main 2, and now I just got to jerk off here at the PLCC. And I'm like, no, you're not fucking doing that. We're not doing that in CCS. Like, no. Like, he wanted to do all three. Like, no, we're not doing that. Like, you could, oh, whatever. I can't do anything because you jerked off in main 1 and main 2 on your rounds. You wanted to get them. You wanted to get all the spaces. I get it. Whatever. But fuck, no. I'm here and I'm cold iron top watch right now, and I'm not gonna fucking sit there and watch you do that shit, dude. His goal was to like jerk off in every space on his rounds. So like you jerk off in main 1 and forward pump room and fucking aux 1 and fucking main 2. I mean, he literally wanted to jerk off and like on one whole round in all the spaces. I'm like, dude, I don't even know how you have the fucking stamina for this. Are you drinking water? Like making sure you're hydrated because you'll dehydrate fast.
It's
That
hilarious, dude.
dude is crazy. I'm just like, whatever.
It's crazy.
Yep.
All right, fellas, I'm back.
I was just telling him about how McLennan liked to jerk off when he was a sound and security, and he was trying to he wanted to do both PLCCs and the pack in CCS,
Yep.
and he came in when I was cold iron top watch. He's like, I got main 1 PLCC and main 2. He's like, now I just got to do it in here, and I'm like, no, the fuck you aren't. Like, ain't happening. Yeah.
Well, hell, I've jerked off underneath the fucking main inches before. Come on. Under 3
That's
gen?
different. That is different.
Fuck yeah.
That is different. That is not CCS while there's a top watch in there and can't leave. I'm not fucking doing that shit. No.
I'm glad I was never on fucking duty with him, because if I would have been top watcher out there, I would have busted his black ass for that. Like, no, motherfucker. You take that underneath the fucking main edges, motherfucker, or go to your rack or bathroom, right?
He came in all sweaty and he was like, I finally did it. I got PLCC 1 and 2. And I'm like, you're not doing it in here, dude. Ain't happening. But he wanted to do every engineering space on one round. He wanted to jerk off. He wanted to come in every space on one single round.
Yep.
I'm just like, nah, I don't see that happening, but whatever. He would try. He would try his fucking hardest. That fucking guy was crazy.
Dude, the 5 had the most unique personalities in all the world, I think. I just think that I could be wrong. I mean, everyone could probably think that stuff, but
No, I think it's true because like the Fife, God, we were such fucking bastard children, dude. It was like there's no other way to put it. Like we were the fucking redheaded stepchild of the Navy. Like we got shit done and we were called upon to handle shit, but we were the fucking bastard kids. Like nobody wanted us in port. Like I think that's why our op tempo was so much higher than everybody else's. Like why we were gone so much compared to everybody else, because they didn't want us in port, because if we were in port, bad things happen. So they kept us out to sea as much as they possibly could. Because
Well,
if we're out to sea, only shit locally can happen, not on base or in town.
Like,
You know?
well, and also too, the captain at that time when we first got to Japan, right? You know, and all that after him, after Carpenter, right? Dude, he wanted to go to San Diego all the time. That's one of the reasons why I was in San Diego so much, because he wanted
Yeah.
to be in San Diego.
Right. I'm
See,
just saying.
technically, we were supposed to be restationed, rehomed in San Diego, not Everett at first. It was supposed to be San Diego.
Hawaii. We were supposed to go to Hawaii too.
Yeah, it was between Hawaii, San Diego, Everett. You know, yeah. So San Diego, I wouldn't have minded that. But fucking
But here's the thing. That just backs up my point of what I'm saying. They put us at the smallest fucking base. They didn't want us around all the other Navy. They put our ship at the fucking small fucking base with a few ships. And you notice most of the ships were never in port with us. Because
sometimes
they
they
did
was.
not want us in port. Like they didn't
Sometimes
like us
they
being
was.
home.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but they didn't like us in port because we caused so many fucking problems.
Well, we had the first fucking spill in that fucking air in that sound too.
Yeah,
And
I know. I know.
On it.
It wasn't a spill.
It was few drops. And guess what they did? I know because I was there. I seen Boswell do this, right? This before you got there. This was in like 98. Don, actually, Chief Turbo did, not Boswell. Turbo did. Don Bishop, right?
Yeah.
He said, Gilly, come here. Let me show you if doing this right. Let me show you how to get this oil gone, dissipated, so we don't get in trouble.
Yeah. So we had the same problem when I was in the lab. Our seawater comp had a little bit of sheen to it, and
Yep.
all of the fucking people up on the hill with their little goggles, their fucking binoculars. And so I would walk around the ship with my hand under my arm like this, and I'd have a bottle, and it would have Dawn dish soap or Tide in it mixed with water, and I would spray it over the side as I walk without them seeing the bottle, and then it would coagulate and sink, and then they couldn't say there was a sheen.
Yep.
So that's what I used to do. But yeah, they sent us to that fucking place because it was the least amount of damage we could cause as a ship. Because if they put us in San Diego or fucking Hawaii, that would have been game over. Half the ship would have been arrested. The other half would have been fucking detained in Mexico, and they wouldn't have had a fucking crew.
Well, we
would
would
have
been
been walking back. We would have been walking back with black eyes, bloody noses, bloody lips.
Well,
there would have
especially in Hawaii with the Samoans, right? Because they don't like white people.
They fucking hate white people.
Yes, they do. Especially we would be trying to fuck their women and taking over their fucking surf spots.
Yes, it would have been bad. And not only the Samoan women, but the other Navy ships. We would have.
Yep.
It would have been a fucking battle. And then the Army and the Air Force. Jesus Christ, that would have been really bad, really bad.
Oh, dude, you should have been in Japan, man, because we always said somebody, right? Seemed like somebody from either engineering, tech, combat, right? Whatever fucking division, right? Somebody was getting brought back to the fucking handcuffs. Dude, we had a lot of people on restriction when we got to Japan, man, right? I was like, God damn, dude, they had a lot of people on restriction.
Yeah. Damn. Well, I mean, think about it though. We got really fucking bad on those cruises. Like some of the shit. I mean, we had a fucking midshipman in the Persian Gulf discharge a firearm in a bar because the fucking bartender had a gun and he grabbed it from him and fired it into the fucking air. Like, that was a midshipman. That wasn't even our crew. That's how fucking bad we were.
Dude, you remember when the captain tried to get Hubert, not Hubert, Fields at that time.
Yep.
He wanted to go. He tried to get us to go to Hawaii too, or not Hawaii, but Sydney, Australia, because at that time the Olympics was going on, and they said, "Fuck no, no Navy ships are pulled in here during the Olympics."
Yep.
I was like, damn. That would have been awesome, being Sydney with Olympics going on. That would have been fucking awesome. But
We
then
would
we
have
would have tried to
had
look.
some Liberty incidences.
We would have been looking for those fucking gymnasts, those female gymnasts. Like,
Fuck yeah. Fuck yes.
Come to daddy.
I don't give a fuck if they're gymnasts, swimmers, fucking. I don't
Volleyball.
Yeah, fuck yeah, volleyball.
Ah.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm retiring to Thailand, dude.
Fuck, man. Dude, if I could fly, if I could fly, man, goddamn, I'd have me a bar over there.
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. Me being a prior paramedic, I will get my hands on some black market shit. I'll titrate your medication. You can fucking sleep the whole way, the whole flight, and then just wake up in Thailand and be fucking happy, and you wouldn't have to worry about anything.
Dude, I'd have to be double dosed because you ain't gonna fly straight to Thailand.
No, I know.
You got layovers, goddamn it, like fucking Tokyo or fucking Philippines.
Yeah, we'll make it work. I'll make it work. I know medication and how it works. You'll be fine.
That's the only way I'll be able to fly. I'd have to be knocked the fuck out.
I'll wake you up in between so you can eat, and then fucking put you back out for the flight.
Because that fucking, that real fucking increase in fucking elevation. Oh, goddamn.
Yep. You'll wake up at sea level though on the beach.
Shit. I don't know but then I would get chlamydia then. No.
I promise I won't hire a hooker to fuck you.
Because I'm stingy when it comes to my hookers. Right? I'm picky. Except one time I was not in Okinawa. This was 98, Whisper Alley in Okinawa.
Oh, Whisper Alley, huh?
Yeah. Dude, I hit fucking, everyone thought I was going to be good with one, right? Nope, I came out, just pulled my auto down. I didn't have my pants buckled, right? My regulars buckled. I just pulled them up, fucking went right, knocked on the next one, went in, boom. They came back. They thought I was done. I said, I got one more round of these motherfuckers. Let's go. And this girl's like, are you dirty? I said, no, I ain't fucking dirty yet. I already fucking, I finally had a little bit left. This took a while to come out. And fucking like pirates and shit. He was with me. He said, man, we're going to be fucking late, right? And MS Cook Miller, right, was with us too. And they're like, God damn, 3 in a row. I said, dude, because I was 18 at the time. Actually, I just turned 19 when that happened.
What are you talking about?
Whisper Alley at Okinawa.
Oh. I never went there, dude. I heard
I did. I did. And guess who took me there? Pirates and Miller. MS's.
Pirates and Miller.
Yeah. Rich and Kevin.
Miller was the cowboy, right? He was always the night maker before he left.
Those guys are funny, dude.
See, Hodges, you've been like me. If you ever got to go to Okinawa, you've been like me, Whisper Alley. Got to find it.
I didn't hire that many hookers, and if I did, it wasn't for me typically.
Thailand.
I fucked Vaughn's wife a couple times, but other than that, I didn't. I mean, Thailand, I actually didn't pay a hooker. I actually just fucked locals. I think they were expecting pay, but they didn't get paid.
I always told people this, like, good. He would always go to like a whorehouse in Australia. I said, dude, while you're in Australia, you don't need to go to the whorehouse, motherfucker.
Fuck no.
Because the ratio was so fucking, big for women. Dude, Townsville, town of fucking 3,000 people at the time, or 5,000. Dude, it was like 7-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, it was crazy, and they loved American men.
Oh yeah, and Darwin was like 8-to-1. You know, fuck.
Yep.
Now Singapore, I never bought a hooker. Never bought one in Japan. The only two places I did was Thailand and Okinawa. That was it.
Yeah. Hey, what was he talking about? The unibarber with the root canals. Was he talking about the parasite?
Yeah, probably.
The what?
He made a comment on there about he got hung up on watching videos about conspiracy revolving around root canals, and I think it has to do with maybe the parasites
Well,
because they
and that
say doing root canals you can see parasites in the jaw and it opens it up for parasites in the jaw, and most people have parasites in their jaws now because of root canals.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I said I got hung up today. Tell him to tell us about that stuff. Tell him
Yeah,
if he wants to come
it-
on, can come on.
I don't know if he's watching or not. Well, we got 3 watching now. Okay.
Yeah, if it is about the root canals, I mean, I just had a root canal, and that's why I did the ivermectin thing.
Yep.
Oh, I still every once in a while, even just saying the name, I get the chill down my spine because of how bad it tastes.
I still love it when you put peanut butter in that motherfucker.
Fuck, dude, the worst thing ever. I'll tell you though, I do feel better. I mean, I don't know if it's the ivermectin and the other med, or if it was what I'm just doing, but I feel better. You know, I think I'm gonna do a pill next. I'm gonna try to do it in a capsule. So, but they say to do like an ivermectin cleanse or a parasite cleanse every 2 years. So I'm gonna end up doing a good one here pretty soon. Because that shit was fucking ugh. God, that tastes horrible.
Yep. Yeah, fuck all that.
It was. I did 250 pounds. I did, so it went up to like 1200 and
Yeah.
something. So
Yep.
I mean, I did like six treatments.
Yep.
I put it in my amino acids. I squirted it in, mixed it up, and slammed it as fast as I could.
Yep.
And now I don't think I can take those amino acids anymore because of just the memory of the flavor and the numbness and tingling and grossness of the fucking ivermectin. God, it's bad.
Rocky, what do you eat? Nachos? Chips and
Couldn't see
salsa?
it. Oh,
Now, when you do your salsa, do you like yours chunky or smooth?
It depends.
Depends.
Most of the time it's smooth, but the
Yeah.
chunky stuff would be like the pico de gallo.
Yeah. So I know everybody's different on salsa, right? If they like it smooth or a little bit chunky,
I like mine a little chunky because I like to scoop it up and put it on the fucking chip and then eat it and like
Like
get
paste
that
picante.
flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because like the Mexican restaurant here, they have a red salsa and it's fucking amazing. Sometimes you almost get like a quarter of a fucking tomato is still in it, like it's because it's handmade. They don't even use an electric thing to
Yeah.
mix
They
it
all
up.
just chop it up, put everything together.
They just use a mortar and pestle, and that's how I make mine. So like sometimes you get like big chunks of jalapeno and tomato and all this other stuff, but like you fire roast it and it's fucking good, the best.
And so, I mean, I put mine in a food processor. I like mine smooth, right? River likes his shit a little chunky, right?
Yeah,
And stuff. But he's like, Dad, it's still good, especially next day, because then you can taste the smoke in it next day,
Yeah.
really. Even my mom liked it too. My mom ate the whole fucking pipe when I gave it to her. She goes, I ate the whole fucking thing. I was like, God damn, Mom. She goes, it was good. She goes, it's better than store bought.
nice.
And stuff. But I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, yeah, you can get the char, on a stove, right, with it, on your, your tomatoes and your fucking, but if you add that smoke to it, man, that's the even more flavor profile right there. It really is.
Yeah, I like smoking my vegetables before I fucking crush them up.
Dude, Dude, when I make corn salsa, right, or my style corn salsa, really, dude, I smoke the corn, and along with everything else, I smoke it, and then then I'll mix it, chop it up, right, then mix everything together, put a little fresh dressing in there, mix it up, then you can put the barbecue corn chips on top of it for a little crunchy layer if you want. But I am gonna make that though when we go out. That's one of the things I'll make it. You know.
Yeah, I like to smoke mine and stuff too. It's so much better.
And I got 7 ostrich steaks coming, so I'll have those with me too.
Nice, very nice.
Chop them up, do a little fucking smoked tacos too. Slice them, smoke them, slice them. Throw those bitches on the fucking tortilla. Put tortilla back on the fucking cheese and all that. Put it back on the grill or smoker. Get that cheese nice and melted. Then top it off with some corn salsa right there. Yeah. And regular salsa too. You know. Oh yeah. So, but yep, you gotta have chicken too.
Yes, sir.
See, Rocky's always eating. He's always hungry.
Dude, I'm starving now. And dude, I love chips and salsa. Chips and salsa is like one of those things that I can eat all the time. Besides breakfast.
Oh,
I'll eat breakfast for every meal of the day.
especially a good old fucking breakfast burrito, man. Fucking egg, hash browns, sausage gravy. Ooh, right there.
I used to tell Heidi because because when we were stationed in Guantanamo Bay, it was like the 1950s there.
Yep.
I would go to work, she stayed home all day or took the kids to the pool or whatever and talked to other moms. And all the husbands pretty much went to work unless they were, other couples. But it was cool because we got to live like that. And shit, I had a point about what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Fuck. I forgot.
See what happens when you get old age, people? This is what happens to you right here.
Oh my goodness, dude. What was it, dude? I forget. Bring me back to the subject, Jay.
Well, something about food. You eating food and all that. Like breakfast all day long.
Oh, dude, yeah, I told I didn't realize this at the time, but like we went to Cracker Barrel, I think in Jacksonville, before we went on the Jacksonville base to fly out to Guantanamo Bay. And she bought like pancake batter and syrup from Cracker Barrel and flew with it on the plane. So like one of these nights when we got to our house, we had like loaner furniture before our furniture got there and our car got there. She made like breakfast for dinner, eggs, pancakes, sausage, bacon, or whatever. And that became like a kind of a tradition. Like every once in a while, one of these nights we'll just have breakfast for dinner, and it's freaking awesome, man. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love breakfast for dinner.
Thumper, here's what you need to do next time you cook for a woman.
Gonna be a while. Right? Pretty much.
Bitch.
Yep. Yep.
I'll have to try that one. I might have to try that one. Oh, and for the people who don't live in the Midwest right here, this is how hot it gets out here sometimes. See that road?
Yeah, I've seen this. That motherfucker buckled right in front of him too.
Yep. Shit. Yeah. That's what happens in Missouri roads sometimes, man.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, if I see that, if I'm not in my new vehicle, if I'm in an older vehicle or something like that, dude, I'm gonna do a Dukes Hazard off that motherfucker. Fuck yeah,
Yeah, hit the gas and let it ride.
hell yes.
We've had a couple roads do that shit today
Yep.
or this last week. A couple have buckled.
Dude, a couple years ago, that happened to fucking goddamn on I-70.
Yeah.
You know, dude, it caused a massive pileup too. Those cars did go fucking airborne. 'Cause you know how fast fuckers drive on 70. I mean, sometimes it's 90, 100 mile an hour on that motherfucker.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
That like a freeway that goes to like Missouri to Iowa or Chicago or something.
No, I-70 goes all the way from fucking Pennsylvania all the way to fucking Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fucking even number, so it goes east to west.
Yep. Yeah, because your odds go north and south.
Yep.
All right, keep going, boys. I gotta grab a drink, so be right back.
Alrighty.
Keep going.
Yeah, the I-80, they've been doing a bunch of work on I-80 and a couple places have buckled the old spots. And they've had to have cars go around, and I-80 is one of the busiest interstates in the nation. One of the largest too.
Where does it go from? From where to where?
Fuck, it goes from the Atlantic to the Pacific. I forget exactly where, but it goes the whole side of the hang on here. I-80 length. It's the second longest interstate in the nation. 2,901 miles.
Which one?
I-80.
80.
Yeah.
San Francisco to Teaneck, New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
So it goes from New Jersey, the coast, to the coast in San Francisco.
Yep.
Was the longest one the I-40?
No, I-70, I believe.
I-70
No,
twice.
I-90. Sorry, I-90.
Yeah, because I-70
Where
is
does the I-90 go? From where to where?
I don't know, but I-70 is 2,172 miles long. That's what it is.
I-90. Shit. Hang on. So I-90 is 3,099 miles. And it travels Boston to Seattle.
Yeah, Boston, Massachusetts, to Seattle, Washington. Yep.
Yeah, so it dips down below Lake Michigan. So it goes through like
Yep.
Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and then at the very top of Iowa, like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and then South Dakota. It looks like Utah, or no, what is that?
The I-70 is the fifth longest in the state, in the nation. Yeah.
Idaho, Montana. It goes through all those.
Yep.
13 states.
Yep.
Yeah, it's about 1,000 miles longer than I-80. So
Yep.
I-80 is the second longest, but this is the longest. And
But actually, that's interstates. Talking about highways, U.S. Route 20 is the longest at 3,300 miles. It's 65 miles right there. But that's just a highway, not an interstate.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what's funny is there's a British guy I follow on Facebook, and he's like, he came over to the United States and spent some time here, and he's like, British people would lose their mind if they lived in the United States. He goes, because it takes 8 hours to cross the UK, or 14 hours to cross the UK. He goes, you could spend 14 hours in Texas and not be out of Texas yet.
You can too.
And he's like, in the UK, you would cross 4 countries in 14 hours.
Yep.
He's like, in the US, it's one state and you're not even all the way through it.
Yep.
Like, he's like, it's crazy how big the United States is compared to other countries. And if you look at Europe, you know, you take each country individually, because everybody thinks of Europe as one collective thing, but Europe is a collection of countries.
Yep.
None of them compare to us. There's only 2 countries that compare to the United States, and that's Russia and China.
Yep.
There's only 3 major countries that even Canada's smaller than us.
Yep.
You know, so you really only have three large countries, and then the rest are small, a continent made up of smaller countries. You know, Canada's not small by any means. I mean, it's I would say the 4th largest country, but
Yep.
it's not anywhere near what we are. And most of Canada is fucking woods.
Yep.
It's not even populated.
Yep.
You know? So and a lot of Russia is not populated either. So that's if you were to really drill down and go, okay, show me what's populated and what's the largest, we would probably win over China.
Oh yeah, we would too.
Russia. Because China and Russia both have desolate areas.
Yep. Rocky,
So-
here's what I was going to show you earlier. But
Oh,
We drove all the way across Texas to try the viral Longhorn Dinerito.
you can only get it at Button Q in San Antonio, Texas.
Yo, all the way across Texas.
now that's a fucking burrito right there.
Big.
Yeah, that's some fucking beef ribs there.
Dude, it
Yeah.
had corn in it.
What?
It had corn in it.
Yeah. That's at Tex-Mex.
Yep. Fucking dino ribs in it, man. Pull them up. Oh yeah.
You're gonna get
I
that
don't like
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex that much. I just like California Mexican food.
And who remembers these tasty little treats right here, fellas?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah,
Potato skins. Those were fucking awesome, man.
they had a nice crunch to them and everything. Yeah,
Extra small, so I don't even want to say Mama had to buy like 3 or 4 bags.
Yep.
I need one by myself.
Speaking of California, when we were in San Diego, you remember Valentino's,
Oh, yeah.
the carne asada burritos from there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those were legit. Those were good. That was down by the gas lamp district. That's
Yeah.
where I went to that BDSM convention down there.
You and fucking T-Bolt.
Yep,
The what?
a BDSM convention at the convention center.
The fuck is that?
Bondage, discipline, sadomasochism.
Oh my god, you guys went to that shit?
Well,
I
go-
was like, wait a minute, what did I
Him
hear?
and-
we didn't go together. We just ran into each other there because we were both into it.
Chief Tebow?
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Why do you
Dude,
think
he
he
was
used
a
to
little
practice? Why do you think he used to practice his whip down in CCS?
Yeah. Dude, he was a closet fucking freak.
He would whip women with that.
Yeah.
That whip that he was practicing with touched many of skins. Yeah.
I just thought that dude was really weird, man.
Oh, he was weird.
Well, he was legit. He took care of his people. He always took care of his people. He looked.
Oh,
out
yeah, he
for
did
you.
it. But he
If
was
if
weird,
you
though.
were in the right, he would stand on a hill for you. As long as you didn't fuck him over or fuck up, if you
Oh,
did
yeah.
the right thing, he would stand on a hill for you and die on it.
Yep.
2, yes, he was into the BDSM, but he didn't put it on anybody. He didn't like force it on anybody.
No, he didn't.
And 3, he was like down to earth. Like he was more down to earth than a lot of other chiefs that I knew, and it wasn't because I worked for him or anything. He looked out for everybody, and he wanted to make sure that the ship was good, you know, and that we were good, because he knew like if we were good, the ship was good, you know, and that was the thing. Is like, but yeah, I went to the BDSM convention and I was like, oh shit, there's my chief, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know why I'm trying to fucking hide from him, because if he's here, that means he's into it. Like, like why fucking hide? Like, he can't yell at me for it because he's here, you know.
Well, that's like when I got thrown into the truck tank in Frisco, right? And I came back and they found out why I got thrown in the drunk tank. Chief Tebow never said a fucking word to me. He knew I was still drunk. He said, it's your watch now. He said, you're going to be staying double watches. He said, but we know the circumstances why they put you in there, because it was a false fucking identity thing, right?
Yep.
You know, I got picked up thinking I was, they thought I was somebody else, and I wasn't. You know?
Well, and you remember they said to stay off of certain streets in San Francisco because of all the sex clubs?
Yep.
Well, I went. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go, because I know. And what's funny is, so
Chief Tebow was right there too.
Well, yes. And here's the thing. So rewind. When I was 16 years old, my parents owned a multi-million-dollar furniture business. Okay. I used to go to San Francisco twice a year. They have the largest furniture expo in the world. There's two 13-story buildings. All these manufacturers of furniture come to these buildings. They set up displays, and then people that own stores walk through, and they talk to them about picking up their line and carrying their line in the stores. And that's what we used to do. And when I was 15, 16 years old, I had my own limo driver. I would go everywhere. I'd eat blackened swordfish at Skoma's on the Wharf, pay $200 a plate. It was nothing. And like, I would be in a suit at 15 and 16 years old. Well, I met a girl there, and I took her out when I was younger, 15, 16 years old, took her out on the town. My driver took us everywhere. I paid for everything, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward to when we pulled in to San Francisco, I go to the off limits roads, and I go into Deja Vu, and they have a sex room in the back, live sex show. And I sit down in a chair that's surrounding the bed, and you're instructed, don't touch the bed. You can put money on the bed, but don't touch the bed, blah, blah, blah. Don't touch the girls and all that. And two girls came out, and they started doing their thing. I recognized the one girl. It was the girl I took out many years prior when I was 15, 16 years old. And I invited her so after the show, I reintroduced myself. She freaked out, jumped on me, gave me a huge hug, and I invited her to the ship. And I told Chief, I said, hey, I met her here. I know you saw me there because you were there. And I was like, I invited her to the ship. She's going to hang out with me on my duty day. And he was like, no problem. And he didn't tell a word. He didn't tell anybody. And she hung out with me my whole duty day, because I told him, I was like, yeah, it was like a young love type thing. Like, we ran into each other as kids, and then I run into her as an adult, and it was pretty fucking cool. And like, he hooked me up. He was like, yeah, she can stay on as long as visitors can be on the ship and everything. And I'm like, okay. He never held that against me. And he knew where I met her, and he knew that I wasn't supposed to be there. But I told him, I said, Chief, look, I got to be honest with you. I can't lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I ran into an old friend somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. I said, but I haven't seen her in years, and this is what and he was like, he's like, I'm not even going to fucking hold it against you.
Well, you can't, because he was in the same place. He wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, but at the same time, he understood. Even if he wasn't, if I went to him and told him, if he wasn't there, he would have understood, I think. And I think he would have been like, whatever.
Yeah, he would have, but he can't stop saying, he can't say a word because he was there too. So he'd be like, he would be incriminated himself if he did.
Yeah, but I mean, he was that cool though, that he would have.
Oh, I know. I mean, but he was a little weird though. He was weird. It took me a little bit to warm up to him, though, right? I'm like, who is this goofy motherfucker when he came on board, right? It's like I was like, damn. But no, I mean, he knew his shit. I'll give him that. He knew his shit, man.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
he did. He took care of his people too. He did. I mean, he was the perfect replacement for Turbo. He really was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on point. You know, he took care of everybody. He made sure everybody needed what they got what they needed and everything else. You
But
know,
the best Master Chief of all time, Encino. The little crazy fucker we had in engineering.
yeah,
Especially at 98. He's the guy that had the fucking screws tattooed on his ass cheeks.
That's so funny, dude. That's hilarious.
I don't know.
And I ran into that fucker on the East Coast too. You know, right before he retired.
He retired soon after that?
Yeah, I don't know how long, but I know before he retired, he went to the East Coast for a little bit. I saw him over there.
Was he on
Yeah.
a ship or was he part of like one of the inspection
Desron.
teams?
Desron special.
Yeah. I figured that would be
Yep.
his gig.
Oh yeah.
I always wanted to do that. I never got the chance, dude. I always had to go somewhere where it was operational.
Yep. Yeah, fuck all that shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I could find him. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think he's on fucking Facebook. I'll try and find him. You know, that motherfucker's probably overseas somewhere with fucking wood, probably.
That would be hilarious, dude.
yeah, because I can't find him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Everybody I'm finding with that name is way too young. But I mean, he would be older as shit right now. I mean,
Wasn't
Dude,
he
he'd be
in
in
his
his
50s when we met him?
No,
He
he
was
wasn't
in
in his 50s, 40s.
he was
40s?
almost 50s.
So that was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
No, wait. 2020? Yeah, 25 years ago. He'd be so he would be that much older right now. Chief Tebow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're awesome, girl. Thank you.
I mean, he might not even be alive anymore.
What Heidi bring you this time?
She made me, I don't know, what is this, hon? She made like a chicken, Southwest chicken wrap last night, right?
Yep.
She just put it in a bowl for me instead of putting it in a wrap.
Yeah. Nice.
Avocados, chicken, tomatoes, cheese.
Oh, you can keep the
some
avocado.
kind of
Fuck
cream.
that.
Huh?
You can keep that avocado.
I love avocado.
So I never was a fan of it. Never was a, you know. I would replace the avocado with ketchup.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. God.
Yeah, yesterday, dude. What was the day he was getting so? You guys are getting. He was getting so mad at you, Jay, when you talking
Ketchup.
about put ketchup on stuff like that.
Ketchup, yeah. That was the great ketchup debate that we had on
Funny.
it.
Fucking gross.
Hey, just wait till I make you a taco burger.
First of all, you're not going to make me a taco burger because I won't eat it.
Why? Dude, it's just like you used to eat about fucking Taco John's. What the fuck?
We'll see. Yeah, I don't like drinking Budweiser anymore. I haven't, dude. I will tell you, this is the first time I've drank any Budweiser Anheuser-Busch since they put a fucking trans dude on their fucking cans. The only reason why I got it was because it was the cheapest beer at the fucking gas station.
No, it ain't the cheapest. PBR is still the cheapest and the beast. Come on now.
Nope, there was a coupon. It made it cheaper.
Damn.
Yeah. It's the only reason why I got it. I normally drink Coors because
I'll stick my daddy light. $18 and 30 rack.
Yeah, Natty Light up here is not that cheap, and Bush is the beer of Iowa. It's like the most popular beer in Iowa,
But it's made here in Missouri. That's where it came up to be.
and that's
And,
why I stopped drinking it.
and fun fact, it was made just to piss off Major League because they would not allow them to have a name stadium after a beer, right?
Yeah.
So that's when they came up with Bush. Bush just piss off MLB so they can sell it.
Yeah. But
You know.
see, I haven't. This is the first fucking case of beer I bought since they put that fucking trans dude on the fucking can.
That was just Bud Light. That wasn't the rest of them. But they never sold those.
It
too.
was Anheuser. It was Anheuser.
I know, but they didn't
Same
sell it.
goddamn thing.
They didn't sell them. They just sent him one.
It doesn't matter.
I know,
care.
but I'm saying they never was sold like people think.
I know it wasn't, but I still fucking boycotted the fuck out of them. And
Hey,
this is the first one I have bought. I bought a 15-pack.
Yep.
It was a 15-pack on sale with a $2 off coupon on top of the sale price.
So I was still drinking my Natural Light. So, because Natural Light is the first light beer Anheuser-Busch ever came up with. The very first one in the 70s, bitches.
See, I prefer Yuengling, which is the first brewery and oldest brewery in the country.
Yep.
In all of the United States.
Yep.
Yuengling.
I still haven't tried Yuengling yet.
I fucking love Yuengling.
But I can't drink full-bodied beers no more because it gives me migraines.
They have a light. They have a light and a flight.
I know, but I can't find the fucking flights here in Missouri yet. God damn it, here in my town.
You want me to grab some from the Arsenal before we go?
No, I'm sure we can get some out there. I mean, you can grab some. I don't care. You can grab some.
I'll grab some. Fuck it. I know North Carolina should have some, but
because I'm gonna have at least a 30-pack in the car with us, of Natural Light. So
yeah,
I got
you
those
throw those cans out the window when you're done.
No. I got those big old cooler bags, right? From Sam's, right? Dude, I got that growler from fucking Grunt Style, that's 64 ounces. That's we'll have 5 of them already in there as a emergency ready to go for me in case I need it. Now, if I'm feeling good, right, I might kick Landon to the back with River, like, all right, fellas, children in the back, fucking adults up front.
Yeah, if you want to sit up front, you're more than welcome to. Landon he likes to sit in the very, very back, but the problem is if I do that, like I don't know, so I don't have a lot of space in the back. Like if all the seats are up, I don't have a lot of space.
Yeah, third row, yeah.
But what I was thinking was throwing one seat down in the back, leaving one up, and then giving one kid in the back, you in the middle, and then one kid up front, and then they can rotate, and you can stay in the middle.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like.
But if you want to sit in the front, if you can, then you're more than welcome to.
Well, if I've had a few beers in me, I can sit in front, no problem. Because something about if my burger gets going right, something about the beer after a few calms it the fuck down. It really does.
What if I just give you a fucking gummy?
Well, I'll try the gummies. I want to make sure we're going to be not in the car. Move the car first, just in case. Just in case.
Everything's fucking moving.
I know, because even though it's indica, right? I should be good because I've always been good with indica, right?
Yeah, you should be.
But you never know, too, though. So,
you should be good. I'll make sure you're good. I'll refocus you. I'll be like, hey, Gilly, shut the fuck up and look forward, and we're going to fucking talk about this. And you'll be like, okay.
I know on the trip, this is tried and true right here. I don't have to drink the whole time. I just need a few, to level me out.
Yeah.
All stuff.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah.
Like I think it'll be fine. I think if you want to sit up front, you're more than welcome to because
well, I'll start off. Well, it depends on what time we leave, right? If we leave as soon as you get here Sunday, right? I'm probably gonna be sitting in the front because I'm most likely gonna have some beer before you get there. So I'll be good. You
Well,
know,
hell yeah, you should.
Yeah. and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it should be fine. We should be okay.
Oh yeah.
Landon likes to sit in the very back because when we hit hills, he likes
Oh, yeah.
when I fucking floor it, so he gets
Yep.
the little weightless feeling. But
Yep. Well, when I have to sit in the back, if there's one seat laying down, that'd be perfect for me laying down. But if it really gets bothering me, I can put my fucking sleep mask on, right? Be perfect. Right
Yeah.
there.
give me a second.
Because I did buy a sleep mask just for the trip.
I just saw on Yahoo News that President Trump says Israel and Iran have agreed to a complete and total ceasefire.
Yep.
President posted this on Truth Social, and
Because Iran knew they're gonna get fucked up if they start fucking hitting our fucking troops. Yep.
I don't think it's over yet, dude. You got to remember, man, they've had
I
people
know.
coming in to the country since 2021 when Biden opened the borders back up. So, you know, if the only thing that will help us is if people actually documented who came in and what they're suspected of and what their background check actually gave, because they should still write a name of who came in and who
Yep.
did.
Little Tate's watching this. He said, "What's up, fellas?"
What's up, man? He's doing schoolwork.
Now I know yesterday he had like a big old fucking class to do on it.
Oh yeah, man. He's
I mean, I sent him an invite earlier. I mean, so
he's real busy with school, man. I understand that.
Little Tate, if you need to know if it's not there, you want to jump on, I'll send you a note. Just let us know, brother. You know.
If he has time to talk and if he wants.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Yes,
that
sir,
just happened. So we'll see what happens, man. It's kind of interesting. It's like I don't think anyone really wants to go to war.
But sometimes you can't trust
There's-
Israel too
There's
to
a
keep the
threat.
fucking ceasefire either.
There's
you can't always
yeah.
Iran and Israel, you can't always trust those two to keep their word sometimes too. So
I know.
You know.
Everybody lies. Oh my God, dude. Imagine
Oh,
how
yeah.
many lies we think are actually real. We just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah. Now, I think I will try to do the fucking Sam Elliott since I already got the foil up here, right? I'm gonna take this bitch all the way down to here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Shave the
try it.
middle.
If I fuck it up, all I gotta do is I'll just shave it completely off and fucking start over.
Yeah, I think
You're gonna
what
do
I'm
it
gonna
tonight
do
after
is-
this, after we finish the podcast. You're gonna do it tonight.
Yeah, I might do it tonight.
So we come on
But-
tomorrow. You look like, oh, I'm Sam Elliott.
No,
Oh,
I can't. I can't pull off Sam Elliott. My face is too fat for that. So.
I'm gonna go to the Arsenal tomorrow and get my hair cut, and I'm gonna fucking leave the back long.
Because you ain't
My
got no
guy-
hair up here.
You
My
gonna
guy's
grow a
gonna
mullet?
freak out.
You gonna
My
grow a
guy's
mullet?
I'm gonna grow a mullet. Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's hilarious, dude.
My guy's gonna freak out because he's not used to it. Because for 20 plus years, I've gotten. Well, I used to get a 2 on top, skin on the sides, and then I started getting a 4 on top, skin on the sides, high fade. But now I'm gonna be like, no, leave the back, just clean it up a little bit and leave the back, and he's gonna fucking freak out because he's not used to that. After over 20 years of probably 23 years of cutting my hair, I'm gonna change it up on him.
Yep.
He's not gonna know what to do.
You gonna fuck him up.
He's gonna fucking freak. He's gonna be like, what the fuck?
See, I go and fucking, sometimes I'll fucking shave my head like I haven't been doing right, but I haven't hair lately. There's times I'll shave it, and then I'll say, fuck it, I'm gonna grow it back out, right? But I can't grow like a mullet. I tried growing the long hair, right? I'm like, as soon as it touches my ears, I was like, nope, I'm done. Fuck this shit. Nope. Oh. But if we podcast, me and Hodges goes live, so if we leave Sunday night, right? or early Monday morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do it. We're going to have the light in the back on, most likely, because we can't have the light on the front because cops sometimes don't like that.
I'll get a little light. I'll get like a little ring light.
Yeah.
I'll figure out. Let me look and see how much they are.
But the cargo light in the back would work good too for that.
Yeah, but I have an inverter that one plug will fit into.
Okay.
So you can do one plug and then USBs into it.
Yep. Oh hell yeah! Because I know you got the Zoom app, so we might have to use my phone because I don't know if you can go live on your app, the YouTube.
Well, I have the Zoom app, but
I know,
don't
but
have. Yeah, I can't do the recording and all that stuff.
I know I can
Probably
do
have
the
to do it,
recording.
Jay. You probably have to do it.
Oh, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stuff. That'd just be like little bloopers reel, or not blooper, comedian reels right there with us. Like, who knows? We may talk about some serious shit too on the way out there too.
Yeah, you never know.
Now on the way back, it's gonna be fucking trash talk. Game.
Yep.
It won't be so much trash talk, before the game. During the game, it will be too. And then you'll probably hear me if the Cardinals are fucking up, right? I'm like, you stupid motherfuckers, every one of you need to be fucking flogged. See, baseball and football, when it comes to Chiefs and Mizzou, I take those fucking 3 teams serious right there. Those are the only teams I take serious. The Royals, hit or miss, right? I love the Royals, but Cardinals are my fucking team.
Here's a rechargeable portable clip-on selfie fill light with 36 LEDs.
Oh, you're looking that shit up?
Yeah, I don't know how bright that'll be. I don't want it to fucking blind me, but damn.
No shit. And sometimes, like, I can't say for other states, right? But I know some fucking state troopers here in Missouri, right? And if they will pull somebody over if they see the fucking lights going down the road, right, for a long time.
Yeah, see, in Iowa they won't, but
it all depends on the cop too. All right.
Here's a rechargeable strobe light.
Yeah.
Put that motherfucker on.
Oh no! You wait, motherfucker! No, you wait! No. I'll be like, boys. I'll be like, Hoggis, pull this bitch off and boys stand a car and me and your dad will have something out real fucking quick. So if we show up North Carolina black and blue,
I know.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Oh god.
Like, you motherfucker.
Put Gilly into a fucking seizure.
Oh my god, man. I mean, dude, there are some video games I can't fucking play at all because it fucks with me that fucking bad right there.
Yeah.
Oh, even Diablo sometimes will fuck with me, because everybody's like, especially if they're a sorcerer, right, or fucking a druid, right? People got lightning bolts flowing everywhere, right? I'm like, God damn. Rocky, you still fucking eating?
Yeah, dude. I'm not eating as fast though.
All right, fellas.
Man, she makes.
Oh damn, it ain't fair no more.
What?
Remember that when I said that to you, I said, I found my future ex-wife, my future wife.
Oh yeah.
That little bitchy girl stand on a stool cooking, right?
Yep.
Short of cook style. I tried pulling it up and fucking it's not there. Son of a bitch.
What?
It said unavailable.
Gotta be. Hang on.
No, it said unavailable when I pulled it up.
Did you send that through text?
No, Messenger. Because I had it on my Messenger too. So.
Was it Messenger?
Yep. Oh, I know Rocky ain't seen this one yet. I'm sure Thumper has because he loves the Bigfoot videos like I do.
Which one is this one, dude?
All right. Do this one. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Fucking white folks are calling me a goddamn brownie? What the fuck is that shit? Them motherfuckers tried to tie me on a fucking cross and put goddamn barbecue sauce on me. What the fuck? These motherfuckers are calling me a
Dude, that stuff is so weird, man. It's so.
See, that's the
fucking
thing. Us rednecks, dude, we'll barbecue anything. It doesn't matter. We'll throw that motherfucker on the pit and let it go.
There you go. Send it to you.
We see if it pulls it up. No, it says no. When I pulled it up, right? Here's what it says.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's not doing it for me either.
Yeah.
It's saying it. I have to join the group.
I'm in that fucking group.
I know. I was too.
Like, motherfucker. I was like, son of a bitch, man.
Oh my god.
See, everybody Thumper likes his midgets, no arms, no legs. I like mine to have arms and legs. You know?
You guys are
Yeah.
so messed up. It's funny.
Dude, I've always been in love with fucking midgets.
I've
I mean-
always loved the midgets that can't defend themselves.
I mean, I'm always average. I'm just average height, 5'6", right? Average height. You know,
That sounds so
with my cowboy boots on, 5'7", right?
bad.
But without 5'6". But there's something about living that's fucking waist height, right? Right there, fucking dude. They don't have to get on their knees to give you a blowjob. Come on now.
You're so stupid.
when I say they can't
Oh my
defend
God,
themselves,
you're so
I'm not like
stupid.
physically attacking them. I just need to put that out there. But I will.
We just love our short people.
If you're a midget, I'll pick you up, and if you have no arms or legs, you're mine now. I'm just saying.
And on that note, probably should get off the internet for a while.
Oh no,
Just
no,
until
no, no.
tomorrow. Just until tomorrow.
I need me a midget chick with no legs or arms because I would destroy it. Oh my god.
You'd be carrying her around like a fucking little baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. And I would treat her amazing and she would fucking almost die from the amount of shit I would do to her. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. God damn.
All right, Rocky, if you want to take us out, we'll end it on that one.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about enough crazy, dirty stuff today. I guess. Today, we talked about a lot of things that were more adult oriented.
Hey, at least my fucking internet didn't fucking shit the bed right in the middle of
I know.
Yeah.
At least that. All right.